Record. All right, let's do it. So then we're gonna share the screen and we'll go from there. All right, bet. So which one we on for you? Eight. Oh yeah. So let's talk about shorts. Like, what have they turned into over like the past? If y'all notice, like the past like 3 years or so, like they turned into what? Looking just exactly like Instagram and TikTok. Um, I didn't realize how powerful shorts were until I started. Like my nephews, they're both about to go to high school, so they're both what 13, almost 14, I think, and they're not allowed to have Instagram. So, but with that being said, what are they on their phone doing all day? They're just on shorts because it's like that same type of dopamine hit where they can just watch something real quick. Lord knows they're not gonna watch no 20-minute video on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's about some video game. But the shorts have a way of still attracting people because it has a similar format to guess what? People that like, Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that. But you can also attract people with the longer form content, aka you doing a haircut or showing half your haircut or whatever, and you can do some longer form content that attracts people too. Okay, so let's say number nine. I'm curious what y'all put for number nine.
Say 10 to 30, 3 minutes. I put 1 to 5. I put a minute.
So what's the question again?
How long can YouTube short be? 3 minutes.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts can be 3 minutes. Now, am I suggesting that you do 3 minute YouTube Shorts all the time? No, I'm just saying they can be up to 3 minutes because every now and again, you might have a little bit more that you want to jam. Like instead of doing a whole 15-minute tutorial of a haircut, because I'm not encouraging anybody and that's a barber to go and try to do like the long form, like, hey, here's like the 30-minute haircut. Da, da, da. You got to do that same process, but then condense down the editing to 3 minutes max. That's the best formula right now for you guys to be able to get the engagement. So yeah, number 10, what we got for that?
Name two types of content barbers should post on YouTube.
All right, so what y'all got?
Cutting styles and techniques.
Yeah, cutting styles, techniques. What else y'all put?
Tutorials.
Yeah, yeah. So 100% it's gonna be the transformation haircuts. So it's gonna be like, hey, here's what somebody looks like before they come to me, et cetera, et cetera, and possibly do a little consultation. You don't have to, but then showing the outcome of what it looks like. That's always gonna be one of the most ways or the most engaging ways to show people your skill set. Outside of that, education, education. I mean, that's kind of what's going on here, right? Educational content is always going to pique people's interest. Why? Because that shows that you know what you're doing. If you can explain what you're doing, people are going to visually see it. Okay, they see the product, but then they're going to get that extra bit of guess what? Trust, because you can also explain it too. So that's what it's all about. Okay, number 11. Sharga. Somebody read the question if you don't mind.
What is a content builder?
Yeah, so what's a pillar when you're thinking about your own content? Yeah. Like one of your core fundamental things that you're going to make sure you're going to try to do throughout your process of creating. So, a category or type of content you consistently create. So, like I was mentioning before last week, it's all about clarity. Instead of having like 6 or 7 different ideas, just choose 1 to 2. So, one content pillar, maybe two. And let's say you really want to focus on being someone that could, people that have receding hairline challenges, you're the barber to fix that. 8 out of 10 pieces of content that you're gonna post are gonna be on that topic. It's gonna visually show that. That's gonna be a pillar. Why? Because it anchors more viewers to that unilateral piece of way of, I guess you can say, you promoting your services. Okay. Let's go to the next one. I think
Why
we're
is
on.
consistency important on YouTube?
That's number 12, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What do I keep saying? It's all about building trust. Um, if you never, Cadence, if you never met me and I was telling you, like, man, I'm like the best barber in Houston, and I just shook your hand, and let's say we had a great conversation, but you ain't never seen nothing, this offer, like, you have a little bit of trust, or maybe not. Maybe it's like
Curiosity, not trust.
curiosity, not yeah. That's a good way to think. Curiosity, but not trust. What would it take for me to build your trust without ever doing a service on you, or else like you taking the risk of just giving it a try?
Showing me what you can do, what you've done.
Right. Maybe if I pulled my phone out and was like, hey, like here's what I can do. Yeah, it's a little bit of proof there. But like that's like the first impetus. What if like the next like week I was like, yeah, but at the same time, follow my YouTube channel. And then you just randomly, because you're on YouTube here and there anyway, you just randomly see a video from me maybe like once or twice a week for the next 30 days. And you're like, oh, snap. Okay, this dude really can cut. Then you're gonna be like, oh snap, yeah, let me go ahead and book. You see what I'm saying? So it's another layer of trust. Having your phone is great. Having like one of these little dot. Y'all remember we talked about the dot bands and all that kind of stuff. I got one, so I'm preaching. I'm practicing what I preach. But like having one of these is good. It's a start. But it's all about how many layers of trust can you build. If you only got one layer, it's going to get one layer results. If you got 5 layers, or AKA 10 layers, like how we talked about, Pinterest, what else we talked about? LinkedIn, we talked about TikTok. You got 10 layers of trust, it makes it so much easier for people to give you their money willingly. Also, what does it do? It trains the algorithm. So we all know all of this technology is based upon, algorithm. So whenever YouTube sees that you're posting the same type of content over and over, it's going to like whatever it is, it's going to do something to our algorithm to generally put it in front of the people that are already looking for that type of content. Does that make sense? But the thing, because what I learned with making the YouTube channel, but if you don't have the clarity, it's gonna take you longer to build that algorithm to understand like, hey, this is the content that I need people to see. Does that make sense? So that's why it's like only choose 1 to 2 pillars at most. And then obviously it keeps the audience engaged. All right, somebody read 13. Okay, so what y'all put?
Them coming back, always supporting.
Yeah. The key thing to watch for, so because you guys are gonna learn to look at your YouTube metrics, you want to look how long is somebody watching my stuff. If they're only watching for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, that means I need better hooks. That's secure. Okay. If you graduate to somebody watching for 30 seconds, okay, now I need better follow through. And then if like you get to where you're watching, y'all know who Mr. Beast is and like all these like YouTubers that I started paying attention to the one thing that they started to pay attention to themselves, like how to get to grow your channel faster. It has to be a sequence. It's not just like, oh, you just got to be a super interesting person. It's like, how good is my thumbnail first? Then from that point, is the content that I have actually valuable or is it bullshit? Like, because sometimes your idea of something cool ain't cool to most people. So you gotta change it and get it better. Get that better. But then after that, okay, how good is my hook? How well can I grab somebody? So if y'all ever seen Mr. Beast or whatever, it's always something outlandish like watch me, spend $1 million on I don't know, like feeding sharks in the middle of the Amazon. I don't know, some random crazy stuff. Now, for most people, they can't do that shit, but it sounds cool. I ain't gonna lie, for like a lot of kids or whoever. So the key thing is you got to try to follow the sequence. Um, that way people can watch for longer. And I'll give you guys a secret. The longer that people watch your stuff, the more you get paid. It's not so much how many views now. It used to be like how many views can I get? The longer that people can watch the video, the more money that YouTube gonna be like, here you go. And they'll start piecing off the checks. So that's how, if you follow the sequence, that's how you can get that too. Okay. 14, what's next?
How can ChatGPT help you with YouTube content creation?
What did y'all put? I'm curious.
Brainstorming.
Right.
Titles.
Yeah, basically everything that you don't have the experience in, ChatGPT is like, look, I can take the experience of whatever, 50 of the best YouTube channels and advisors and put it all into one little piece of technology and help you through everything. So it's going to help you with all the ideas, the scripts, what to title your stuff, the branding, planning the content, and the flow of the campaign that you're going to do. Literally, if you can just one thing, stay consistent, put in the work, and be willing to mess up a little bit, as you learn the stuff. But within 6 months, most people that stick with it for 6 months, you're gonna get results in terms of like new revenue for whatever business that you have, but especially for you as a barber. Okay. What's next? Yeah, what is CTA? What is that all about? What you think, Cadence?
Like if there's something going on that you have info or an opinion on, or like a problem that you see that you want to break down or help, like that's like something like a
Okay.
call to action.
Similar. It's kind of like that. So, for example, I'm putting the frame in that because you guys have all heard this.
Mm.
Hey, if you guys like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the video. Or hey, I'm gonna be out here and blah 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 blah. If you want to be a part of it, just hit the link below or whatever the case is. Those are call to actions. Those are very important to put in every single video, as corny as it sounds, but why? Because I used to be like, man, does everybody like, do you always have to say this in every video? The answer is yes, but why? It's not like you're begging for
Well,
subscribers, but it's a reminder.
it sticks. Like people are
It
gonna remember it.
it sticks, right? It's gonna once again create that clarity. But you always like for when people are like on the fence of something, everybody needs like a little bit of nudge. Like, hey, don't forget to do this, right? So for example, whenever you're making your short, and you probably have seen it, it's like, hey, I'm here in the Houston area. If you want this cut, don't forget to click the links or whatever. And they say it in every it humans need instructions on, okay, if I do get interested at some point, is there an easy way to get what I want out of this, right? And so if you're always reminding them, hey, it's easy. If there's something that you're interested in, don't forget to do X, Y, and Z. And that's just human nature. It's a psychology thing. It works. It produces more revenue for you, as weird as it might sound, you know? So don't think of things in terms of like, hey, do I like it or do I sound, because I used to think like that. Do I sound corny or does it look weird to me? It ain't about look weird to you. It's about what works in business. And if you're going to be an entrepreneur and say, hey, I want to max this thing out, this is just a technique that you can use. Do you have to? No, but it's an option for you just to kind of, put that out there. All right, what we got next?
Why do big barbers create local content?
Yeah, so local content.
What's your content?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's that simple. It's like local content means you have to talk about whatever, because you might be doing a haircut or doing a tutorial or whatever it might be. But local content is also putting in just little bits and pieces of, okay, like where are you at? You see what I'm saying? Local content might be like, hey, instead of just only putting your haircut in there, maybe you're, a local place where you be going to. Well, you ain't gotta divulge of where you be going, but like something that lets people recognize, like, oh, snap, this is maybe local to me. So you got to find unique ways to do it that fits within your value set. All right, next. Repurposing content. This is one of like the most important things on this whole sheet. Like, what's the benefit of repurposing?
Like basically, we're talking about something you already posted.
You post it over multiple social media links, like whatever you post on YouTube, you post on Instagram,
Right.
TikTok. Because not everybody might not use YouTube, they might
A
use
hundred
Facebook.
4%. So, for example, y'all, there's a term that I'm so glad I learned what it meant. This is literally maybe about like 3 or 4 years ago. It's called a positive feedback loop. You guys have ever heard of what a positive feedback loop is? So, talk to me about it. What is that?
So let's say I don't use that for because we're in barber school, right? So if I was to look up Barbers Academy, barber schools in Humble, Texas, every time I look up barber schools in Humble, Texas, it should bring me back to Barbers Academy. So it's like, what's it called? Geo, what is the name of it? Geo, I can't think of the last part of it. Basically, so anytime anybody in this area look up
The deal fencing. Remember, we were
yeah,
talking about it. Yeah.
Geo, for instance, so anytime you look up a barber school
Mhm.
in Humble, Texas, it's gonna keep bringing you back to Barbers Academy every time. It's gonna keep bringing you back. So basically, it's like a continuous loop. So just like we're programmed from like childhood, you see fire, you know it's hot. So anytime you think about, all right, I want to go get tacos, I'm gonna look at air review. Air review gonna pop up. That's gonna be the number one thing. So basically, it creates an algorithm for everybody to constantly see your business, and then you're gonna end up getting more clients. Kind of like what's that app, the cut?
The cutout.
You use the cut app.
Mhm.
And you put So whatever your barber name is up there, every time they click on the cut, you're gonna pop up. So hopefully it brings more business.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you guys an example real quick. So I love that. Now, excuse me, now put a couple things together. Excuse me. So you gotta remember how I talked about everything is in layers, right? So let's say YouTube, we have TikTok, we have Insta, whatever, Insta, and then what's like another one? Google, Google Business. So my favorite version of a positive feedback loop is when you use something. So let's say we use a YouTube short, right? And what we're able to do, and there's a certain amount of audience, right? So like there's, let's say like, 5,000 people that we can get access to that possibly might see the short. Okay, cool. But is that enough? No. So what we do is we shuffle this over here to TikTok. And now take TikTok, we might have 15,000 people that can see it there. And then goes to Instagram, boom, boom. The more that we post in all of these, because remember the same piece of content that only came from here can be redistributed in 3 other places too. There's gonna be results that come from the 3 other places. You know what I'm saying? At some point where it's just like, okay, I got like, maybe 2 clients here, I got 3 clients here, maybe just 1 here, and then 5 clients here off of Instagram. Okay, so through that, I collected what, 4, 9, I collected 11 clients from where initially I would have only maybe collected just the 1 if I only distributed it here. And then the cool thing about this is the more that we keep posting in Google, guess what? It's only gonna just lead to more people that are gonna book and become clients, and more things that we do on YouTube. The more that we post in all these places, it's just gonna increase everything and go faster and faster and faster, like a flywheel, faster and faster and faster. So that's a positive feedback loop. One thing helping another thing, which in turns at the end of the day will help the other thing again, which it all helps you because you own it all, right? So super important. Now, let's keep going. We got a couple more. Which one we on? 18? Did I skip one? All right.
Often how the beginner aim to pro shorts
Yeah, so this is one. What y'all put?
often as possible.
Yeah, but we got to put a number to it, right? So as often as possible.
4 a week.
Yeah,
like between 1 to 3 days, maybe.
right. Yeah, 4 to 7 a week. If you can get to one a day, you're in good graces of the YouTube algorithm. Now, everybody when they're first looking at this, they're like, man, how am I gonna spend time doing this every day? Shorts are shorts for a reason. That's why it's so important to understand how to build long form content, because you can use a whole bunch of little bits and pieces. For example, I could probably make at least 20 shorts from this Zoom little video that I'm recording right now, at least. Boom, I'm creating a whole week of content right here in 30 minutes. Y'all see what I'm saying? So don't think of it as like, hey, I have to make 4 to 7 unique videos. You can have a short on different topics from the same, sitting that where you were at. That's going to be the key. And we'll talk about how to do that. Okay, 19.
What is one mistake and hurt a YouTube channel?
All right. So, and I put a whole list of them. So what did y'all put?
Consistency.
Yep.
That book. Or bad name.
Yep.
No creativity.
Unclear.
Unoriginal.
Pretty much. So all those things, right, don't lead to YouTube picking up, your idea and your channel and being able to disperse it for you, right? All right, next 20.
Cool YouTube channel.
All right, so if we're just trying to go for growth first, what are we talking?
Consistent video.
Yeah. So the number one thing that's going to grow a barber's channel is consistently doing the shorts. Shorts over and over with a strong branding and then good titles, okay? So the captivating titles are going to get people's attention. So this is all of what we're going to talk about today. I'm pretty excited about this because I think this is going to be a valuable thing. Once again, you guys can use this for any business. It doesn't matter. The key thing is having the right structure to get started. So without further, I ain't asked everybody. 1 out of 10, Brandon, what you got?
7 on 10.
7? Oh, you sleepy? Man, you better wake up.
Got off work a little.
Oh, you did? Oh man. Okay, I understand. You worked a long shift?
Yeah, this is like a night class for me.
Oh,
Like the end of the
you
day,
a
before you
zombie
go to
during
bed.
the
Yeah.
Xavier, what you got?
8.
Dealing with them kids on this weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Taylor, what you got?
Good.
Straight. So 1 out of 10, one being like today is horrible, 10 being like everything's going your way. How you feeling? All right, smooth. Rambo, tired. Mike, everybody sleepy. Everybody tired. You got an 8? All right, not bad.
Working this whole week.
I feel you. You know what LeBron said in that one video I seen one time? Tired. What is that? I don't get tired. Now, do I like him as a player? So. But I do agree with his statement though. Sometimes you already know, man. It's just what's required, you know. So you're gonna be tired, but how you can operate when you're tired actually shows you how strong you really are. That's one thing I learned playing sports, you know. Y'all play sports, you know, you just like, man, I'm tired out here, but you still gotta go and do whatever. Like, you know, that's just how it is. All right. So yeah, I slept for like 3 hours, 4 hours last night. But hey, I made it. All right, so let's do it. So let's jump into this little presentation, and my goal is to at the same time go step by step. So I'm gonna put this in the Discord for everybody who might be watching online later. Or if you guys want to refer back to this stuff, a lot of this is gonna involve what prompts to ask ChatGPT to help you out. So let's see here. We'll do this in homework reminders. Boom. All right. So if y'all gonna want to get access to this later, just click the link. All right. So ChatGPT can really build anything that you wanted to, but you got to learn how to interact with it properly to get the good results. So if you're taking notes, the title of this is How to Use ChatGPT to Build a Barber YouTube Channel That Actually Grows. Because you can build a channel, but is it actually going to get results? That's going to vary depending on what you do. So this is the goal. Hopefully, we might be able to finish this all today. We're not, once again, we're not doing SEMA this week because I really wanted to focus on this marketing pretty heavy. So the thing is, we need like an A to Z like breakdown on how to set up the channel, how to plan the content, how to actually make a short, the difference in that, long form videos, thumbnails, and then what's like a rollout strategy, like, you know, what's going to be the best way for you as an individual to start to break the mold into the YouTube verse, as what we call it. And even if you need exact prompts, right? So I have the exact prompts of what to tell ChatGPT. So, and then you might have to manipulate it a little bit to get better outcomes. So that's gonna be key. All right. So y'all know how many people spend like this time, uh, like how many views that actually YouTube does get? It's crazy. Like this is not monthly. This is not yearly. This is daily. 200 billion YouTube Shorts. That's every day. Your goal is, man, how can I get 10,000 of them, you know, today? You know what I'm saying? Or how can I get 50? If you're starting, because anything that's better than zero, which currently, you know, a lot of people are at, is okay. So don't get discouraged if like for the first month, you know, each one of your shorts get 20 people, 30, 40 people. Trust me, it'll roll in the more consistent that you are. But then when you get 10,000 and then out of nowhere, one of them gets like 50,000, boom, you just got 3 clients off of that because they got 50,000. It could randomly happen. That's how this algorithm works. But if you don't place your roots there, guess what? You don't get the clients, you don't get the money, and then you're still trying to figure out why certain things aren't happening yet. Whether it's you're trying to do this for your own barber shop, your own barber business, or whatever, like YouTube is always going to help. And it's easy to just implement this into your content strategy. Another fact, YouTube has been number one in the United States when it comes to streaming watch time for nearly 3 years. Okay, so there's this there's this group that they track all these metrics according to like number one. It's over TikTok now. TikTok was reigning supreme for a little bit of time, but YouTube is still a heavy hitter. The key thing is, but obviously there's a lot of videos on there, right? So over 20 million videos are uploaded to YouTube daily on average. So branding and packaging does matter. But you could probably list on your two hands, how many barber YouTube channels that are actually like, okay, like this is pretty cool. I would maybe look at this. And guys that are actually doing it at a high level. Can anybody name a couple that y'all seen on YouTube?
Yeah, bro. That
Yeah.
dude who always talking about Spice Ball.
Yeah, yeah. So Sly Huncho.
I was on.
So he's using what? Comedy. He's using satire, but he got a slogan. But at the same time, can he cut? He cut pretty decent. He cut pretty good. Is he the best? No. But that's not the game. The game is not to be the best guy who can do a fade out here. It's, hey, who can get the most attention? That's always been the game. All right, Sly Honcho's one. Who else we got?
That dude who look like Pitbull.
Pitbull. Wait, I'm trying to think. Who looks like Pitbull?
He
I gotta find out. Who looks like Pitbull? I don't know. He's on YouTube too? Okay. Yeah. Because I want to talk about the guys that are using YouTube platforms successfully. I'll give you a couple. Faded Culture. Y'all probably seen them for years. They built a great YouTube brand already. Dre Clipper Hands. Um, do you guys know who that is? No? Oh, well, he's been doing 360 G's in his stupid. Oh man, I hate this guy's voice. But well, let me not disrespect nobody.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's catchy enough, annoying enough, but he actually has been doing it. He was one of the first. That's the thing. He had first mover advantage. He's probably been doing it successfully for like at least 6 years now, 7 years.
Tay cutting it up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know who that is. So, and there's different guys, right? Even here locally, Tank be chopping. He's out of Houston. So, regardless of that, there's probably not like 1,000 successful barber channels. That's why this niche is still so open for the taking. But how many channels on, I don't know, like another on cars? I love watching cars. How many car channels are there already? Man, hundreds, if not thousands already. This is like a lot of competition. Barbering is on YouTube is one of the places where there's like not that much competition if you just take it seriously. And that's why we're about to start a YouTube channel for the school. Because I'm just like, man, there's no other school that has a YouTube channel that I know of. So that's the thing about businesses too. It's like you need to place yourself in your niche ahead of other people. Why? Because there's millions of people that are gonna potentially, you earn their business because you got there first. All right. So we talked about this in the answers, and so this is like the roadmap for the presentation. We'll talk about why it matters, the foundation of making a brand, the channel setup, like what to press and all that kind of stuff. Best chat GPT prompts to use, content that works for barbers, strategies, titles, promotion and growth, a little rollout plan if you're considering doing this, and then things you don't want to do. So we already know. So number one, why this matters. So the number one thing is trust, 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 trust. People can't trust you; they will not do business with you. They might give you a chance, but it's all about reoccurring. Y'all know what reoccurring is, right? Like, talk to me about reoccurring. Like, why is that good?
Come on, like reoccurring customers.
Yeah, reoccurring customers, reoccurring revenue, reoccurring everything. Anything that's reoccurring builds what? Stability. A business with no stability means could be out of business very soon. You see what I'm saying? And then you're back to the drawing board. So from the beginning, if we start by trying to scale the trust, that's what it's all about. I don't. Maybe your slogan might be like, "Man, I'm the most trusted barber on YouTube." Now, let me show you why. I don't know. I might use that for the school. This is the most trusted barber school on YouTube. Let me show you why. Who knows, right? So trust is all of what it's all about. Search and discovery. So once again, you got evergreen content that you could repurpose in many different ways. And then this is the thing. This is a whole daunting task without ChatGPT. I'm gonna be honest. Like without ChatGPT, this is why most people don't start. And hence why possibly a lot of us are like, nah, I'm good. I'm just not even gonna look into it. Because it's a lot. It's a lot to try to put all this together. Man, AI has changed it for everybody. Like AI is gonna produce businesses that normally would require 10 to 15 people with one person, but you can make the same revenue. You know what that means? It's super powerful. That means as a business owner, you ain't gotta hire a marketing person, like a all these different people. You can have ChatGPT do all of it, all for guess what, $20 a month. So speed is the name of the game. Speed, speed, speed. If you're slow, guess what? Somebody faster than you is gonna take the business. That's just how it works. Deal with it, and that's just how we all have to learn. I had to learn this. Everybody has to learn this, and we go from there. So it's gonna help with the names, the bios, posting, just everything that you need. Less guessing and more consistency. Okay. So foundation before you touch the channel, key things that you're gonna need. So we're gonna sit through this, and we're gonna do this here in a bit. You need a logo, a banner, and videos, right? Like you're probably gonna want to have a video done before you just we can get the channel up and going, but before you post, like you need that video and decide what the channel stands for. So good branding is clarity, not decoration. So remember, simple. When somebody lands on the channel, they should instantly know who you are there to help. And why do you guys think I put that? Like who you are there to help, like who you help. Why are we talking about help?
Because let me say, normally when you want to check a video on YouTube,
Everybody
you
going
check
there
for what
to
you want to check for. Maybe like, oh, I'm lacking like lines, or like maybe how to straighten here. You check for that particular section, and
the number one search category is how to blank, how to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. How do I fix my hairline? You'll be surprised. There's dudes out here that's on YouTube looking for this, man, or whatever the case is. Now, I'm not trying to make a joke, but it's, how to, et cetera, et cetera. The people that earn the most when it comes to this are people that are there to help, not just be like, oh, well, look at my life and da da da. I do this, I do that. It's just like, hey, I'm going to help you solve your problem. That's what it's all about. So the style, that's up to you, and why you should keep watching. So it's always like once again, it's like that call to action to get people to keep watching. So name, niche, right? You might be barber education. Like, what I'm gonna be doing here is barber school life, like literally just capturing like what we been here doing. How easy is that? All I gotta do is just have this phone up or have a camera going more often. That's it. And then post it. Okay. You might be like more so trying to show off your grooming skills on the beard. You might say, hey, I'm the best barber out here when it comes to doing real transformations, et cetera, et cetera. But you got to choose your niche. So it's always so the key things for clarity. And if y'all are taking notes, these are things that I would write down is you want a clean name. You have to have a niche. So don't just be like, hey, I'm doing a barber channel. See what I'm saying? Like, because when I go through this, I'm not going to be like, hey, this is just a barber school channel, in the bio. It's going to be a barber school channel that helps this, and this. You see what I'm saying? The audience, who is this for? Like my audience, for example, is going to be, guess what? People who are wanting to learn a little bit about barbering, but maybe they can't come here physically. I don't know, et cetera, et cetera. Really, a lot of these videos are going to be private for the people that miss class. You guys can still like log in. Like if you guys miss a class, like what? Because you guys know on YouTube you can also make private videos. A lot of these are going to be just for you guys. Like this information, I would never put on YouTube. Why?
Never get them.
Yeah, it's just like, man, I'm not giving this game out just off the rip for free, right? Maybe, somehow if they come and roll somehow. But like I would give, guess what? A snippet, a short, not all of it. That's how it works. So an audience and then promise. I don't like making promises. I'm not saying that you guys should, but you should try to not coerce, but you should try to suggest like what your viewers gonna get if they keep on watching. So like Brandon, what do you think? Like, if you're doing a YouTube channel, like, what is something that you might say, like, okay, you might want to offer up in your videos to, like, not necessarily promise them, but like something of value that they'll get if they keep watching.
They keep watching. We're that I've seen videos where they tell like if you stay to the end of the video, I'm gonna drop a code for this company.
Yeah, like, or if you keep watching, hey, in the next video, we're gonna break down how to da da da, etc. Or if you keep watching, just whatever unique value that you have. Like, some people are just really funny, so I'm gonna keep watching because I think it funny jokes or etc. etc. So that's something to consider to think about whenever you're creating your identity. For example, I know because just think about your strong suit. Like, does everybody feel in life that you have at least one strong suit, like one thing that you're like, man, I think I do this pretty decent. Maybe it has nothing to do with barbering. Rambo, what do you think is something that you like? You're like, man, I got a lot of experience with this, or like something you like, I've done this, I've been around the block on this. Like for you, what would you say?
Speaking, I guess you could just say self-paid.
Yeah.
I'm really experienced at that, I guess you can say.
So self-paid, learning how to like get everything from the bootstraps and making it work out. You'll be surprised because there's a whole audience out there that's guess what? How to start a business. You want to know how many type that in? How to start a business, and etc. So for you, that's going to be something like for your YouTube, you're like, look, this ain't my first time starting a business. Now that I'm starting this barber business, hey, here's the things that I've learned in the past that I'm implementing that I'm getting results. I already see you're getting the results because there's certain things that you've done in the past that you're implementing now. And, in 6 months, you already got clients that are, coming pretty quick. So that would be your unique, promise. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is not my first time. Now, with this content, y'all can get a like an enclosed view of et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. For example, my strong suit is and this is just through experience, I have a deep, deep knowledge on finance and investing, but only solely because I like it, but I've spent 10 years in this stuff. So that's the only way that I can now like say, hey, if you guys continue to watch Barber Life Academy here on YouTube, one thing that I can for sure, and I told you guys all this here in person, one thing for sure that you're gonna feel more confident is in your finance and your ability to know what to do with money once you get it, right? And I'm gonna say the same exact thing, if once we get to posting a video here, okay? So have a unique promise. So when you guys click this in the Discord, right? This is the prompt that you may want to use. Now you need to tweak it, but this is the prompt. So you say, okay, I'm a world-class barber or blah blah blah. Or you have to tell, first of all, you have to tell Chat GPT who it is. Does that make sense? Like first thing. So tell Chat GPT that Chat GPT is a world-class barber brand strategist. Help me build a YouTube brand for a barber channel. And then you input your name, city, your market, the style that you're going for. For me, I'm going to choose educational. Who's your ideal viewer, right? So maybe a certain age range or a certain just whatever. Um, Give me 10 channel name options. One sentence brand, positioning statement, slogan, tagline, color palettes. Y'all know what hex codes is. It's like, whenever you're creating something, you need the hex code for it. As far as color goes, 3 font pairing suggestions, a logo direction for each option, a banner concept for YouTube, and common branding mistakes. I could tell you, if you don't know how to prompt ChatGPT, you can still get it done, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. Check this out. I'm going to copy paste, and y'all can legitimately copy paste and see how powerful this stuff is gonna be. Here, can I like get all of it? All right. So copy. Let's run over the chat. Cool. Easy. Okay. So I'm gonna change things slightly though. So barber school name. Boom. Okay. City. Dang, y'all know I can't spell. Crap. Academy. City. And this is something that y'all can go home and play with. Like, like my goal is I want to assign it for homework. Whether you use it, it's up to you or not. But for you guys to actually make a YouTube channel, you can do the homework and just never use it. But at least you can say you got one ready to go if you ever decide to do it later. Okay. Market, let's say Houston, but I also want to do Humble and suburbs around it. How you spell suburbs? That ain't it.
Yes.
Okay, my style. Uh, I'm purely educational and a little bit of satire, man. Y'all don't be laughing at my jokes, but I be laughing at them, so it's all good. I ain't tripping. Educational, satire, my style, finance, whatever. Okay, my ideal viewer. So barber students, beginning barbers, men's group, all of it. Like I like any viewer I can get. I want the brand to feel. Y'all know what an adjective is? I'll be forgetting. What's the adjective?
Don't,
Huh?
don't.
Come on, y'all. Adjective, right? I want the brand to feel, first of all, education, ins inspiring. Yeah. Um, damn, that's how you spell it.
Information.
Yeah, informational. Thank you, sir. I'll take that. Uh, fun, unique, a vibe, whatever. I don't know. All right, give me 10. Okay, cool. So all this stays the same. And let's see. Barber Life TV. So first, it always comes down to the name. I think, to be honest, I'm gonna just keep it as that. Barber Life Academy, Barber Life University. That might, I don't know. That could be it, right? Barber Life TV could be it. Barber Life Show. That's like Barber Life Blueprint. That reminds me of Jay-Z. So yeah, not bad. Okay. Personality. Plus viral potential. Game of cuts. Nah. The fade economy. It's probably gonna be one of these up here. All right. So let's say I'm gonna choose one of those. Brand positioning. One sentence. We teach barbers how to cut, think, and build wealth, combining skill, strategy, and real life game. Easy. Like I'm not the type of person that's be like, oh man, it's just like you paste it in your YouTube bio, you roll and adjust from there. Like that's what I believe like to do, right? Slogan, pick one and repeat it everywhere. More than cuts, we build barbers. That's kind of learn the skill, build the life. Uh, possibly. Huh?
No,
Yeah. Cuts content, cash flow. Yeah, nah. Learn the skill, build the life. That one's pretty solid. So you see, it's giving us some viable things. We could always give it more prompts to make it better. Okay, colors, color palette. Dang, what color I like? I don't know, man. Uh,
Sure.
black. Well, yeah, black and gold. We can just keep the same one, but like color palette. So, safe scale. So deep blue, blue, white, light gray. Feels like school. I think I'm gonna just go with the black and gray. Um, money plus growth, that's like an option. Da, 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 da. So, okay, fonts, high converting fonts. Because like there's certain fonts that just are easier to read, right? Like that stuff is important. So I'll just choose one of those ones, whatever. I'm gonna do all of its suggestions and go from there. Logo direction. This is where most people mess up. Barber Life TV, Barber Life Academy. Okay, the fade. So it's giving me like how to go about the logo. YouTube banner concept. You should have the left side, the logo plus the name. And that's another thing because on the phone, if your banner is not right, it looks different than on the laptop. So you gotta like structure it. I remember I had some problems with that prior, but yeah, you want to make sure that like, all your stuff is in the right spot. So when people look at it on their phone or their computer, it looks right. So your slogan in the center right side is gonna be like a visual stack, like like something in person. Background ideas, the cases, stuff like that. Hey, you looking for a cut? Okay, somebody be out. Let's see. Oh, who's up?
I have a cut after class, so
You got to cut out your class. Xavier, you didn't do no cuts over the weekend, huh? Yeah.
Two.
All right, yeah, you got to go get one. And then Rambo, you can take the next one. And then you guys will be up. All right. So background ideas, just like that's probably where you want to put something that actually is real. Like don't use like no generated photo. Most people miss this. So, this one is important, right? To actually like add something like, it's like, hey, like what are we trying to be known for? So, or like something that we want to make sure that we tell them. So, new videos weekly, Houston's number one barber. Yeah, this is definitely going to be this one, right? Or YouTube's number one barber education channel. Like, yeah, that's easy. Okay, mistakes. Trying to do everything. We're not going to do that. Um, Overcomplicating the logo. No consistent color scheme, so weak thumbnails, no personality. So final strategy, um, so and it's telling you like, Barber Life TV, maybe. Brands for Barber Life Academy, green and black, money theme. Now we're just gonna go black and gold, okay, and stuff like that. And then it'll say, okay, I can build you, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So this is what I need to do, right? Because I can't type, and for this not to take forever, I'm gonna just talk to it. So I think I want to go with Barber Life Academy as the name. As far as the brand positioning, I do like that. So we teach barbers how to cut, think, and build wealth, combining skill, strategy, and real life games. So that's good. We can keep that. As far as the slogan, I want to go with number two: learn the skill, build the life. The color palette, I actually want to do something different than what you offered. I want to go with black and gold and make the gold not too yellowish, make it a strong gold. Um, Font, I will go with whatever you suggest is best. So let's go with what you suggested in number five. The logo direction is going to be for Barber Life Academy. So I wanted to look 3D. I have a reference that I could use afterwards if I don't like what you give me options for. So make that logo for me. What else we have? The banner concept. Go ahead and just you create the banner concept for me, and that's it. All right. So hopefully it should spit out. It may not get everything all at once, but we'll start working through it. Boom. If y'all want, you guys can have a fully functional YouTube channel in one day, you know, ready to go. I have another reference. So while it's doing that, like you can be working on something else. So let me see. Yeah, yeah, it's doing it right now for me. But there was one, so for example, like this logo that literally I popped out. Um, yeah, it's fire, right? I'm gonna he said he didn't want it. So I said, all right, I'm gonna take it. All I did was this all I asked it. So that's his barber name, Jesus. HTX Jarms. I need you to create me a logo. I like dark green. I'm a barber in the Humble, Texas area. I want it to be 3D, but not too much. I want it to have nice texture. And boom, there you go. So I'm gonna use this as a reference just in case it doesn't make something that I like. And then, it's gonna put my own information on there though. So cool. So banner, I think the gold is not really so much. Obviously, I'm gonna take this out and put like a reasonable piece of content, right?
That look like a Tubi movie.
Huh?
does.
Shit like a Tubi movie.
Yeah, and then so literally you could tell it that. You can be like, look, this looks like da-da-da, I don't like it. Like and redo it. And you'll be surprised. Let's do the logo right real quick.
I'm crying.
I did mine like this.
Yeah.
It took
Uh
about 3 hours.
yeah. The more you use it, the better it gets. Because I'm gonna tell it. I don't know. Yeah, this theme green. Yeah, no, we gotta switch it up. So here is a reference logo. I like it. So obviously, I do want to keep the Barber Life Academy information on there. We can go ahead and take the name of the city out of here, but make this logo in black and gold with this exact same type of flow and look, and make it 3D and add texture to it. Let's see what it does. So, oh snap, retry. So, that's the main thing. Get your logo, get your, I mean, like all the other like verbiage and stuff like that. Like that's easy to just copy and paste. The visuals are the first thing to really try to spend a little time on. Let's see. Have you guys used ChatGPT like this much here and there?
Mm.
Yeah, it can do a lot. It can do a lot.
My mom's flyer for her birthday was.
Yeah. All right, not bad. I could use this. Dang, the detail on this is crazy. The detail on that is crazy. Is that spelled right? Barber Life Academy. That's spelled right. I think though this color stands out more though. This one's better?
Yes.
Classier? All right, well, hey, I'm gonna let y'all choose it. Fire. Okay, so first and foremost, I need to save this and like not lose it. Download. All right, we got that. Okay. Damn, that looks good. Okay. So that logo is actually perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for. Now I need you to go ahead and recreate that banner to follow this color scheme and to what do we say it looked like? It's the banner looked what?
Like a tubing.
Looked like a Tubi movie. I don't like that. So we want it to look something that's more fit for a YouTube channel. No, you ChatGPT is like, oh, I'm sorry. Look, we'll fix it. Like it'll act like an assistant, but oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Like,
It put two B movie.
I don't know, whatever. It know what I mean though, you know.
Yeah.
So, right. So, because that'd be the thing, and then we'll scurry it on over to YouTube, right? So let's go to YouTube. Boom. Can I get this done in under 2 hours? Maybe. All right. So, and then I'm gonna have to do. Here's my other YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to sign out and do a whole other one. Sweet. Huh?
Carlton Dennis.
Yeah, Carlton. He's a pretty cool dude. He did his firm. They did a lot of in 2021. Like as he was getting popular. Like his firm did some good work for me. Oh, Bar Life Academy. But I want to, yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah, I gotta do it to this other email. All right. So let's go back. Switch. It's add, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, cool. So, but the thing is, that'd be crazy because I don't want to do it through Gmail. But the, the way that YouTube works is I haven't found a way to use it something else that's not Gmail. Yeah.
The ones I have are all through Gmail too.
Right.
You see, Gmail's finally gonna let you like change your email name. You don't
Huh?
have to make a whole new one anymore when you want to change the name of it.
Hold on, what?
Like if it's rambo@gmail.com, they're gonna let you change it to like rambo37@gmail. You don't have to go make a whole new one.
Oh, for
They're
real?
gonna finally.
Oh, let you do that? Damn.
Or it could be
Okay.
like, oh, I made that when I was a kid, but I use this for everything.
Yeah, no, I got you.
All right. So,
Probably just one time.
like, let's say, damn, I might just have to use, just like reconfigure another email. Yeah. All right. So let's say I just want to delete Barber Lights Light View channel. Let's say I just want to delete like all of this and like start over. How the heck do you delete this? Um, Okay, cool. Let me see. Let's find out. I should ask this to ChatGPT to do this faster. Um, right. Customize. So we're gonna change this up. Boom. All right. So picture, change. We'll take that one. That'll work. Okay. Let's see how it's doing on the banner. Did it do the same thing? Oh hell no. All right.
Just added the new logo.
Why? But my thing, like, man, it must know I'm black. Cause why you keep putting black dudes in the background? Like, I'm just curious. Like,
Money though.
I know it's like it's because I mentioned finance. It's I know it's going crazy with it. So let's try to direct it where we need to go. Okay, so first of all, I need the color to be exactly like how the logo is. I'm gonna paste that logo here for you to look at. You can take all of the people out of this. I just want a clean background. Take the money out of it. Take like all that extra stuff. I just wanted to represent barbering, something that would be good fit for a barber school YouTube channel. You can keep Houston's #1 educational channel, and you can keep new videos weekly, but make these adjustments everywhere else and make it the perfect size for a YouTube banner. God, man. I don't know what it's doing here, but we'll get it right. We'll get it right. All right, so let me make sure it has the color. Should I post this on YouTube, this whole Zoom? Little snippets of it. How to use, yeah, yeah. How to use YouTube to start a YouTube channel, or how to use ChatGPT.
I would put it-
Yeah, you clip this, and I'll just get little bits and pieces. Then I'll have to go and make a thumbnail. We should do all like the thumbnails. What I was thinking about doing for the YouTube channel is like for the thumbnails, y'all let me know is we all like, take a picture. Y'all know like how is it? Y'all know the Joe Budden podcast? Y'all ever watch that here and there? Like you know how they all just take a picture like outside, just like whoever's like we just do that every day. We say, hey, let's go take a picture outside. We all here, put like a nice thumbnail. Hey, here's the group that was here today. And that's just like, I don't know. We can try something else besides that too, but okay, I might be able to use this. Yeah, that's cool. The color is still a little bit too. All right, all right. Okay. Okay, this will work, but I need you to adjust the color to match the logo that I had gave you in the last prompt. So that gold is too gold. We need it to be a little bit more muted. All right. So boom.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what happened. So I'm scrolling on Instagram. I seen that you used to have some Barber Life Academy, like aprons or so, or shirts or something.
Mm,
What happened to that?
my
That's what I
plug.
was.
My
That's that.
yeah. Yeah. My plug stopped being a plug.
Oh,
So
for real?
yeah. And I gotta get another one. Yeah. Nah, you're right.
Old post.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I was just scrolling off on the
Mhm.
girl. And I seen. I said,
No, you're right.
these are cool.
Yeah. Matter of
But
fact.
it made me think about it when you said take a picture.
Oh,
Thumbnail,
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
it made me think about it.
yeah. No, you're right. Okay. So these are first steps, right? You guys got to find a unique way to do that for your. Oh, there we go. See, you got it. Closer. It's close enough. Like I'm like, look, I'm gonna go mess with this later. I just speed. Like I'm gonna just get it up. Boom. And we only on the first prompt. We got like 5 more. So like do this thing thoroughly. Which same thing. I don't know if we'll be able to get to all this today. We'll go for like 10 to 15 more minutes and we'll take a break. Because everybody tired. Change. Uh Put that in there. I'm Gucci. And that's the thing. Viewable on all devices, viewable on TV, viewable on desktop. So that's the thing. We need to get it to format properly, which I'll do it later. So it looks good on the actual desktop and then also on the phone too. Because right now you're not gonna be able to see everything just the way that it looks. But we'll make the adjustment later. Okay. Handle. Cool. Already have that. BLA.tx. Right. Oh no. Oh, Barber Life Academy. Boom. Cool. So nobody got it? Perfect. I got it. Pronouns, description. Okay, so that's like the next thing that we need to go ahead and write. And by we, I mean right. Okay. All right. All right. So let's roll over there real quick. So this stuff matters because it helps YouTube identify like, what you're trying to do. Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, I get the charger. All right. Okay, I need you to write a description that's going to maximize how the algorithm is going to be able to place this YouTube channel to the right audience for my YouTube channel. So write an in-depth description that I can paste. Uh, Now, when you guys see this YouTube channel take off, like when y'all graduate and it's like a year or two later, and you see the YouTube channel take off, you can be like, man, I know exactly how he did it. You'll be able to say it. All right. Okay. Damn. See, because I would have never wrote this much, like at all. But this is the best part about it. It's gonna put all the emojis and all that. All right, cool. So let's just copy paste it. Uh, I'm not even gonna read it. I already know it's good. I probably should read it though. Yeah, you don't want to just put. Yeah, it could be putting something crazy. But the key thing, because it's gonna put the keywords in here. So yeah, um, man, why is it not scrolling for me? Dang, I don't need all of it. Let's see. Charge this laptop. Too many. Oh, snap. Let's redo it. All right, so we got too many characters. Let's take all this out. It's not supposed to be there. All right, still too much. So what I need to tell it is to reduce it down to 1,000 characters or less. Man, this stuff is so boring. I need you to reduce it to 1,000 characters or less so I can actually post it or put it into YouTube because right now it's too long. All right. The fact that this is free though, like, well, $20. It just take a little bit of effort. Hey, y'all think this is enough? Well, so the thing is, there's a professional version which allows you to do more capabilities. Like it gives you more in-depth answers when you pay for it. That's what I learned. Yeah.
Co-pilot.
Copilot is pretty good.
For these our initial stage.
But there's a paid version of Copilot too. Like,
You advise for us to go for the free one or the one.
you can go with the free one, but like whenever you're trying to work with this all day, you only get a certain amount. Like it'll like cut you off. So yeah, like for me, I learned to like, yo, when you're going in depth with something, like I need to get access to it. So, all right, cool. So that'll work. Um, video watermark. Okay, we can just put the logo. Cool. Stuff like that. Um, home hub. So Okay, yeah, that's gonna come for later. Okay, so let's say we publish it. It might take a little second to change everything, but cool. So we can rock with that. Your account is at great risk of attack because you don't have two-step verification. All right, we'll have to do that later. Name, Barber Life Academy. That's my fault. I should change that. Nah, I did the handle. I didn't do the name. Yeah. Okay, cool. Boom. It's up. Now it might like if somebody go on YouTube and see if you can, you probably can't find it yet because there's no videos. Somebody go on YouTube and type, but see if the channel at least pop up. It might, maybe not. It might take a little while. I gotta post at least like 2 or 3 videos for it to pop up, probably. Nothing, right? You ain't gonna see it scroll down. Yeah, you ain't gonna see nothing. Yeah, the moment that I put probably at least 2 or 3 videos in here, it'll pop up. So, but we have like the basics out the way. All right. So next, so we got that. Do we need to put a slogan in this? Hold on.
Pops up, bro.
What? Oh yeah. Ah, you see? Look at this. See this? See what I told you? I'm telling you, Bar Life Academy. So this is from the geofencing.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. See, I didn't even know it was on there. There you go. See? Okay. So email address, blah blah blah. We'll have to put that later. Okay. So I mean, this is a cool start. Now from here, let's keep going. Okay. And then if you gotta tell it, act like a YouTube brand consultant, compare these 3 barber channel, like, or you want to get more specific, you just put this prompt in there and it'll help you out a little bit more. Okay. Channel setup that looks professional. Now, this is the thing, like, how do we get this to look professional? So when people pop on it, it's just like, yo, they just put this together in 10 minutes. Or it's like there's been some thought, stuff like that. Who do you on YouTube do you guys watch? Like somebody that you watched quite a few of their stuff. I don't know. Who?
Honcho.
Sly Huncho? All right, let's look at his stuff real quick. And we'll do some like comparing and contrasting. Like Sly Huncho. Oh, hold on. We gotta go here. Sly. Sly Huncho. I ain't spelled it right, sorry. Is this him?
No.
Nah, it's some
That's
rapper.
a rapper.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So he got 2 milli up here, right? Now, is it the most? No. In Spice Ball we trust, his slogan, right? It ain't, nothing too crazy, right? And then so, just sharing a little bit of how to contact him. Huh? Yeah, of course. Yeah. His stand store, which that's actually where you can get access to like more of his stuff and all that kind of stuff. But the key thing is, homie got lots of videos, right? Like this is not just like a here and there thing. Now, is he incorporating some of his personal life? Yeah. Typically that actually helps, but some like me, I'm not doing that. Like I'm not doing none of my personal life on YouTube, right? That's up to you, if you guys want to do that. He's got, guess what, a Discord channel. Why do y'all think he has a Discord channel?
What is?
Discord, which one? I'm gonna add you to ours here in a
he
second.
probably like maybe he's selling games, selling how to
100%.
market, all that type
100%.
of stuff.
So he's got the revenue from him cutting hair, which is probably at this point the least of the money he's making, to be honest. He's just using it to like, that's gonna be the main attraction. He's making YouTube money and he's getting like paid membership money. So 3 revenues from just doing one thing. Right. So let's see. He's got his shorts. Let's look at the shorts. Same stuff. Like, I don't know.
Paper is too high and too long, but he's thirsty for his transformation. So I snatched the naps out of his hair, and after his ticker, his lineup's getting prepared for this.
It's just silly.
He looked down at it, started cooking me, huh? Just kind of hotter than the water that hit the back of your ass, make it in, and it made his lips twitch. And that Mom, I lied. He scrubbed his face and froze his hairline in place. And as you can see, it's damn near covering his whole face. So I proceed to give him some crispy C-cuts with a corner of my clippers. So I'm about to get real surgical. I'm bringing his hairline back here. Then I proceed to make an incision with my liners. Then I turn his head so I can get more precise with the front line. He ain't gonna never have to worry about a receding hairline. I hit him with a he's laughing, but he got tears in his eyes. But here's our proof that I got the sharpest razor in this data. And I had some curly cream and a splash to boost his aura. He went from a sad puppy dog to making your girl leave you like it's strong. But hold on, let me go grab his mom. As soon as she seen him, she said, "He looks so handsome." You always do that. Oh, he's feeling himself, but I'm
All right.
about to feel this.
No, I'm not even gonna say nothing, but hey, all right. Step mom. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, like, yo, he's putting his foot into making this exciting as possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why you watched it. We watched that long because he's like putting a lot of creativity, and that's why he's uniquely got 2 million, people watching his stuff constantly. So it depends on how much effort. I personally don't want to be. That's not me, right? I'm like, it's just too much, bro. But, but, however you got to get the attention, etc. Just try your best, okay? Yeah, like it's creativity level is what brings his camera or it brings his. But the key thing is, let me tell you this: hook, because the elements are there, right? Hook, slogan has a good. He's fixing a problem, right? Fixing the hairline. He's got a lot of overgrowth with the charisma and all that kind of stuff, words, all that stuff, and captions. So,
He's thirsty for his transformation. So I snatched the neck.
so he's just got a two-camera setup. I don't know if you guys can notice. He's got a camera right in front of his client and a camera on the side. That's it. And then there's a thing, there's apps that can help you just zoom in and zoom out on the different like panning, and that's it. It is too much, but sometimes too much gets attention. Now, with that being said, one thing to consider, like when you guys now before you guys do start doing content, I will be honest with you guys. The better the background that you have and your lighting, the way better results you're going to get when it comes to YouTube. If you guys don't invest in your background, into all that, I'm gonna be honest, you're going to get marginal results. You see what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to be like, look, let me paint this wall right here. Let me put this up, spend your $1,000 or five or whatever, like your pocket change and do it throughout the months. Don't, I'm not saying you can't start, but try to improve this as soon as possible because there's a reason why people keep watching is because it's visually pleasing to watch. If it's not visually pleasing to watch, I don't care how good the haircut is. I don't care how funny you are. You're not going to get people to it's the watch time. They'll watch 5 seconds, but then they'll stop. So just a thing to keep in mind. Yeah, and this dude is crazy funny. I ain't gonna lie. All right. So he's got a lot of that, but what do you guys notice about every single thumbnail? Let's talk about the thumbnails. What y'all notice?
Short, catchy.
No, the video, yeah. So the thumbnail, you have to have words on your thumbnail, and then obviously, you're gonna have words in the caption too. Have words on your thumbnail. Somebody's face needs to be in the thumbnail. Why? YouTube has a thing about picking up eyes or whatever the case is. If you just have like the side of somebody's head or just the haircut, 'cause I know like we like to do that. Ideally, you want to have either you, which a lot of us are like, look, I ain't putting my face out there like that because I'm not going to. Somebody's face needs to be like on the thumbnail. If you know, that's like 99%, not the side view, even if it's a regular haircut from the front. So that's another piece for YouTube is very important to not forget if you guys are gonna do this, is to put somebody's face because that's always going to get more engagement for people to stop. And I look, stuff on somebody's face, like stuff like that, always gonna get people weird stuff like this, right? And that's just part of the process, et cetera, et cetera. So for you as a barber, what's one thing in your cutting process that is thumbnail worthy. You see what I'm saying? You need to create that in your haircutting process if you don't have it yet. So I don't know. Like everybody has to choose what that might be for themselves. So Sly Huncho. Um, so he's got the shorts. Let's see the videos. He's got the long form content too on top of that. But what do you guys notice? How often is he doing this? Very little. You see that? So the shorts are going to be the premium that you're going to want to place. Is he doing live? Guess what? No. That's the one thing that he's missing. If he were to go live more often, he'd get even more people. But for him, he don't need it at this point. So pretty basic. Another person who's been doing it at a high level, Dre Clipperhands. This dude here, same thing. Now he's not trying to be funny at all. He's just more so educational. But same thing. He does videos every here and there, maybe like one a week. Okay. But same thing. Captions, 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 all that stuff. Do you guys know what Fiverr is? Have y'all heard of Fiverr? Tell for those that haven't heard of it, tell no, not Fiverr, Fiverr.
You can like pay
You
somebody.
can pay somebody to create. Let me tell you how all these guys do it, or how everybody in the industry do them. You pay somebody, a graphic designer, because sometimes YouTube can't get it. You know, all you gotta do is you go take your pictures. Like these are the standard pictures. You take those, but you go pay a graphic designer to add all this little extra stuff, the different shading and all that stuff to all your thumbnails. That's it. They'll do like 20 or 30 thumbnails for you for like 50 bucks. That's it. It's cheap. Somebody in like, I don't know, in India somewhere, it will do it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so that's how you figure out getting your thumbnails made. But once again, got thumbnails, somebody's face in all of them.
Doesn't Instagram come now?
Huh?
Because doesn't Instagram?
Yeah, you can always place that's what I would suggest too. You would handle everything the same. So that's why, because when you guys use Buffer to distribute to all of these different locations, you always got to start. It's like the creation process is the same. You do the video, make sure you have that thumbnail ready, and then you hit the post button. But yeah. So let's take a break. It's 12:48. Let's take a 12-minute break, and then we'll come back at 12. Go from there.
You gotta send your legs up quickly.
So what?
Line up.
Line you up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see something.
Yeah, we got, so we got the. Okay. First 40. Well, Rambo, you good to do the practice? Are you ready for Man, congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. And then, work the bar. I'm gonna take a little bit lower. Yeah. Take it down to like. Yeah, just my foot. Yeah.
cases, like, yeah, like, right here. So, it's really just like, making sure that you're. Yeah, like, you just go with this, it's like we find out like really there, like how he does it. And just if it's like something like, like what 7 months of Brisket must be up top. Yeah, you got just start moving. I'll go one lot. I don't know if that's a tool, but grab that like right here. That's a good on here. And then I'll do a 3 first. Yeah. You're recording, son? Body goes a long way. Yeah, it's so then we're gonna let the seller restructure bottom part gets ready. I'll get this on. I know you feel lighter, huh? Without having all that.
Last night when I cut it off,
I got some. Y'all give you that ASAP pay, the paperwork for the ASAP thing? No, not sure.
it's like, man, my head got so light, I thought shampoo. Let me see what.
Also